Afternoon. It's Sunday evening, so there's no progress on the 2 posts because hopefully that'll be Monday tomorrow. See the ladders at the wall. I have been busy today, continuing with the wiring. So where I'm at so far is there, and I started in the corner over there. But in the corner over there, the wife's been busy. So I did tell her she was going to start painting, and she has. Look at that. Brilliant colour choice. Matches the top until I get around to finishing off the boarding at some point this year. But yeah, absolutely brilliant colour. So it's going to brighten up the workshop a lot, because if you look at the difference under the workshop there, and then you've got this corner. Just done that today. Absolutely brilliant colour. It's come out really well. So I really like that. But wiring wise, obviously big electric box, whatever you call it, junction box. I know there's names for it, whatever. You're going in that corner. So the ring main for the plugs goes across here. Separate loom there for the welder plug, but then ring main goes up there, across there, down to there, and up, across, and I'm there now. So I need to go from there to there, from there all the way around to there, drop a plug in there, and there, back to the box. I've also got some wires hanging down here because obviously the lights were just done off a plug which goes there. So I need to unplug that, run that across here to a little junction box, join it onto a cable down there, and I'll be having a light switch there. So 2 cables are in at the moment, there's cables, and then I've got to run that back down to there. For now we're getting into a plug, but the light switch will work, and then when the big electric box, what do people call them, man? What's the name for them? There's a name for them. People keep saying to me, oh, it's not, what's it? Consumer unit. That's it, consumer unit. Consumer unit goes up there. So that I'll have a light switch working from the consumer unit, which will be a lot easier. So I'll come through the door, flick the lights on there, all my lights will come on. I'll have a separate wire as well coming across here to there for this 2 post. So I'll have a 2.5mm going to its own trip switch for the 2 post. 4 posts has to stay on a plug because it's mobile, so it has to stay on a plug. So there's 2 plugs over there, there's plenty of plugs down here, and there's a plug under there, so I can plug it in pretty much anywhere. Yeah man, that's where I'm at today. Sorry if I'm waffling, but chuffed me electric so far. Going to a screw fix this week, pick up all my plugs, because tool station are absolutely useless, man. Tool station are useless. Went to tool station, and the plugs I want, they says we haven't got none. I said, can you get them in? They says, well, we've got 200 going to the main depot. We don't know what shops are getting them. I said, how many shops you got? They went, 570 something. So I said, you've ordered 200 plugs for 570 shops. That's a bit useless, isn't it? I made a shelf. That's for my stereo. That'll be painted same colour as the wall. You can hang off that. So, nice shelf there. Yeah, you can hang off that. So my stereo will be on there. TV will be there. I'm going to make some little shelves for my speakers as well. I don't want to go to the lengths I made that. I made that overkill because it's quite heavy, that is. So I just want some little shelves made for my speakers to screw to. But I'm getting there ever so slowly. It feels like a mountain I'm climbing, but I am getting there slowly. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have this going up and down. Right, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Oh, I've also, before I leave, I've brought another project car. That should be a Tuesday morning, 9 o'clock, a car's coming. I've got a big idea. I've always wanted to modify one of these cars in a way Well, I don't want to share and tell you what I'm doing with it. What I'll do it as a separate project, separate build. Won't tell you what I'm doing with it, but as I'm building it, see if you can guess. All right, leave it there. Cheers, see you in a bit. Back again. Right, it's Tuesday, and look what's turned up. The feet for the ramp and the switch box. Just arrived, DPD. First time I've known DPD deliver at a reasonable hour, so we'll get to that, but I'm going to show you something first. One sec. Right, the weather is atrocious, so I've put my mic on, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me through the wind. Let's get this bloody door shut properly. Right, look at that. The purple beast, the state. That's the new project that's arrived. Off me mate Brian up in Scotland. It's come all the way down from Scotland. I tell you what, it's pretty tidy for what it is. Clean body, roof's mint, sides are square, straight. Really tidy little car. Hardly spec galore. It's got rear headrest, so can't remember if they can stand it, but Brian's chucked in a spare tailgate, the new one, it's tidy. The old one isn't even that bad, I've seen a lot worse. He's chucked in a new drive side headlight because that's smashed. I've got a couple of fiberglass inner wing inserts for the rally cars he's given me. But if you look in the back as well, I'll tell you what a top lad. He's had some spares kicking around, if I can lift that. There's a powder coated rear beam, all polybushed front anti-roll bar, steering rack and a front subframe RS2000, all powder coated. I can open the boot open with a key. Oh, yeah, with a key, I think. Yeah, but yeah, all that's in there. Spares he's chucked in there like madness. If I can open it with the key. That tailgate's tidy as anything. The car's really tidy, like really tidy. Rear seat carpets, headrests. Like I said, powder coated front subframe, mint. Steering rack, a rear beam, powder coated with rear anti-roll bar, poly bushes, front anti-roll, poly bushes. Just some spares there kicking around that he didn't want. Just chucked some in here. Bless him. What a top geezer. What an absolutely top geezer. Basically a bit of a swapsy thing. I was asking him what he wanted, what he needed, and I just sent him an Escort Maxi rear spoiler that's rare as hen's teeth you can't get. And I've got two fiberglass, well, I don't know what they are, two standard ones and a carbon fibre one, so I only need one for mine, which I'll probably use the carbon one, and then I'll use the other one on Sam's. But the battery's dead as a doornail at the minute. Little Endurity engine, look at that. So I'm going to swap the battery and I'll fire her up for you. 2 secs. Oh, battery swapped. Oh, I hear that. That's a bit squeaky, isn't it? Let's get some WD. 1 sec. Okay, I can't be dealing with that. 1 sec. Right, let's try again. I've got some magic WD-40. Let's have a go. Bit of magic. It's got to blow. I think that alternator's fucked. Yeah. Proper dry that alternator, innit? bearings gone in that alternator. But we didn't buy it for the engine. Well, I say buy and give it me. We did a bit of a swap-see. Basically swapped it for an Escort Maxi spoiler because it's daft sod. Lovable bloke, man. There you go, she's shut up now. WD! Works every time. Oh, bearing's gone on that alternator, innit? Hear that? Fuck you know. WD ain't gonna fix that. We'll leave that in here though. What a fucking horrible day. This camera's doing me nothing on all today. But yeah, look at that. She's here. An estate. Anybody who doesn't know, because there's a couple of people out there who know, have a guess what I'm doing with it. If you can guess, I'll tell you. If not, I'll just keep plodding on and you'll see. I don't know. The sills are solid. It's a really tidy car. Really tidy car for what it is and for what I want to use it for. It's brilliant. Little bit of a shame to chop it up, innit? You know what I mean? To modify it, like, I don't know. But things live on better when they're changed and modified, don't they? So, yeah. Let me know what you think, man. Escort estate. Little Enduro engine. I bet she's I don't even know what mileage it's on. But there's already a video on YouTube of this car. It's called Purple Misery or something like that. I think it's Purple Misery. Yeah, I don't know why it was called that. But depressive. Some people would have found this car to use, I suppose. But I like it. Yeah, it's come all the way from Scotland. Made a couple of new friends who've delivered it, like. Throw them out of Stan. They're into Fords. One of them watches my channel as well, so if anybody's watching now who's not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, much appreciated. You'll see the videos popping up then, all the new different videos popping up of different cars. So if you can watch my content, I think you'd appreciate it and enjoy it. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I was even chucked in, look at that, he's even chucked in a new wheel arch. Bless him. I wish there's a 5-speed box in there. There's a 5-speed box. Yeah. 5-speed gearbox. Wheel arch. These are some fiberglass inner wings for rally cars. All down here. Oh, RS 2000 water pump in there, I forgot you said. Yeah, you give me loads of bits and bobs, bless him. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think I'm going to do with it. It's not going to happen overnight because I got other stuff to do. You know what I mean? So this is a project for the end of the summer, I think. Because this year I want to spend time on my Escort van with a Subaru floor pan and my Escort Maxi. But this is here now. It's not going anywhere. I'll get it wrapped up in a cover, and it's a project for another day. So let's crack on with that 2-post. See you in a minute. Oh yeah, back in here. Look what I've got. Look what I've got. Ta-da! Who says I'm not an electrician? Eh? We have a light switch, which is good because I've been burning electricity when I walk out of here and leaving them on just because I can't bother to go down to the other shed and turn the plug off. But it's nice that I can walk in here in the dark now, straight to the wall, turn the electric on. Yeah, chuff with that. Little addition. Let's crack on opening these boxes, shall we? Have a look at these feet. Alright, back again. I brought these feet extenders thinking because I wouldn't get these under there tall enough, but they didn't work anyway because that comes out of there, and when that goes in there, it sits in there and too tall to go under, so unnecessarily brought something that I don't need. But it's always good to have stuff like that for the future. Obviously this is a low car, so anyway, so I got it on the ramp. I'll insert some pictures. I didn't take a video when it was on the ramp because I I forgot, my mate was here. He was dropping off a model for me, Alan. He breaks a lot of escorts, he's a good geezer. So Alan was here, he's dropped me off, I'll show you the model. A nice 118th escort Cosworth, but he's my mate, so he drops it off. A couple of cups of tea, and forgot to do a video when this was up there in the air. It was up there, and I've got this working, but it's not fixed. I don't know why, because they sent me this, and it was tested prior to coming here. But basically, when it's powered up, if I press this button, it's like Guy Fawkes Night in here. Everything flashes, and then if I hold it, I tried it once, hold it, and after 5 seconds or so, it kicks in, and the motor goes up. But the motor got halfway up, and it trips the electrics. It's running off an extension cable at the minute, but that, I've been told that's fine. But they let me into a little secret, not secret. When they were talking me through the wiring, basically, this is a button that bypasses all these switches. So if you press this in, I don't get any flickering, I don't get any Guy Fawkes Night, and the ramp goes up. So, box is open, this bypasses the switch, and it goes up with no bother, there's no issues. Let my finger off, there's no issues. I'll show you now actually. Plug it in. Right, finger on the switch. There. Power, motor, it's going up. Right, I think she's just put a locking pin in. 1 sec. That's what I click in. Pull out the locking pin. Both sides. And down again. It takes ages to get out because there's nothing on it. But using that bypass switch, I can use the ramp to go all the way up and all the way down. So why, when these switches are only supposed to be 24 volt switches, is it tripping my electrics at the fuse board, consumer unit, as electricians would call it? If I use that, I can use the ramp. If I use that, I don't want to show you it, because if I press that now, you'll see all the lights flickering, and yeah, it's not nice, do you know what I mean? But after a few seconds it will work, but I know it will blow the fuse box again. Well, it blew a fuse in my extension cable, and then it tripped it as well, so it's weird, man. So that apparently they're going to send out an engineer. My electric's going up to it. It wouldn't work surely when I press this. Do you know what I mean? If it was drawing too many amps through this extension cable, when I press this, well, surely I'd have the same problems, wouldn't I? But when I use this switch, that's when the problems occur. So I don't know what the hell's going on at the moment. Let's unplug it. But if I need to, I can use that and get a car up in the air. We've made sure it's perfectly square. My son's been up here this evening. Spirit level, two pairs of eyes. Even Alan was here earlier. Alan will tell you I've got OCD, man. He's doing me in. So we've made sure this leg is perfectly vertical. That leg is perfectly vertical. Yeah, they're exactly the same. So, because when I had this car on the ramp and it came down, this foot was twitching a little bit. So it told me it wasn't perfectly vertical, which it wasn't. So we've re-shimmed the bottom of these bolts to make sure it's spot on. But yeah, just waiting for an engineer to come out now and tell me what's up with this. And if he tells me my electrics aren't up to it, why does the 4-post work? Why does this work when I press that button? But it doesn't work when I press that button. So it's a strange one, isn't it? But I'm going to get on to, as quick as I can, getting the consumer unit put there and the armoured cable put down to the other consumer unit, so we'll have proper electrics in here. I need it because I'm having CCTV and an alarm installed. So when the CCTV and alarm is installed, it needs a proper dedicated wiring system in here. This is no good, so I'm going as quick as I can. shown you earlier, got the light switch and getting the plugs in next, and I'm doing it as quick as I can, you know. So, but yeah, now I've had a look under there. I found the fuel return pipe under there with another bolt in it. The fuel return is underneath here by the cross member, the front subframe, with a bolt in it. So there's a bolt in one side, so there's missing, basically between the two, you're missing a fuel pressure regulator, but I don't like the way the fuel lines have been cut, and there's rubber hose over the top with duplicate clips. So I need to basically modify the hard lines with some fittings. I used to use modified them to AN6, but I haven't got an AN6 rail, so I need to have a look and see if I can get hard line fitting modification to a push line onto a duplicate clip's fine, but not onto a hard line fuel rail. Has to be on a proper fitting. So I'm going to have a look for some proper fittings, and then a fuel pressure regulator. So at least I know what's under here now. So I can put this back under there, and then get this Mark II on here, and have a good butcher's at the Mark II. Yeah, bear with me.